and welcome.
Welcome.
Every night with my bro. You're going on a date with Lois? So disrespectful.
Oh, hey there, little fella.
Nah. Wake up, buddy. It is 1 o'clock. I have an owner. He's Superman.
And I'm up.
I go flying to this thing like a melody.
My dog's the best. But he's not the greatest with other animals.
This just seems gross.
What do you mean gross? Smelling stuff is one of the greatest joys of being a dog, next to licking any part of your body. And I lick myself all the time.
Well, that explains the breath.
Superman. I am Lulu, and you will kneel before me, you piece of...
Aw, aren't you a little ray of sunshine?
I told you
What's going on? You're invulnerable.
I should be a lot more dead right now, right? All of us have superpowers.
Still working out the kinks. I didn't see anything. Are you okay?
my best friend is in danger and you have to help me.
You know what they say about dogs, don't you?
Never feed us chocolate.
We love unconditionally. We're just a bunch of shelter pets. But we're stronger than you think. We'll help you get your dumb owner back.
Ace, deploy canine shield.
What is a canine?
Excellent shielding. That seemed incredibly painful.
Why can't I have gotten a magic hammer or something?
What do I have here?
Squeezy Bruce!
Match!
That better be a licensed toy or I will freak out.
Welcome to Calm Nation.
Yeah. Woof.
So, good evening. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
For those of you who are here for the first time, welcome. And if you're not here for the first time, welcome back. We are glad you are here.
Yes. Appreciate you coming.
And here's the things that we apparently all YouTubers and such always say. Please like, subscribe, hit the thumbs up, hit the bell, follow, whatever. Feel free to go to our website at calm-nation.com, sign up for the mailing list,
Tweet.
all that stuff. Tweet. We are going live on Twitter. We are live on YouTube. We are live on Facebook. We are live.
We're talking pets, so why not tweet? Like all those.
It's going to be that kind of night tonight. It's going to be that kind of night. So I'm going to be honest with y'all. Todd has wanted to do either Tales of the Super Pets or Pet Avengers forever.
Yes. Yeah. And I have doggedly worked on Ruth to do this for a long time.
But it was like when I saw the Tales or the League of Super Pets was coming out, based on, or at least inspired somewhat by Tales of the Super Pets, it's like, okay, you win. Now, the basic premise of the movie seems to be that Superman and his dog are inseparable best friends fighting crime side by side in Metropolis. But when the Man of Steel and the rest of the Justice League are kidnapped, a ragtag group of animals are called on to mount a rescue mission. And yeah, like I said, the movie is basically inspired by the book we're doing tonight, Tales of the Super Pets, which is a compilation
amalgamation of a bunch of old classic Silver Age stories featuring
old. And yes, it was a really rough read because there isn't in this book, there isn't a through line dialogue. It's cutting back and forth.
Yeah. There was a lot of different individual adventures featuring pets of the
A lot
superheroes.
of different pets and occasionally just animals.
Yeah.
Anyways, hopefully we've got rules, we've got regulations, we've got how-tos. You should really check into that. It's on our websites, it's on some previous videos. For the most part, I think you'll handle it, figure it out.
Yep.
So,
Talk
in
to
the
Blaze Price
meantime,
Waterhouse.
but yeah.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, let's go.
Let's get started.
This one, Super has a dog. Well, that's tough. Yeah, that was a super tough because question, but yes. Yeah, they did. The alternate answers were Benji, who was a famous dog, had his own series of movies and I think a couple of TV shows. Snowy, who
Tintin's
hangs out
dog.
with Yep. And
Another cool white dog. Yeah.
And yeah, but it was Krypto, who knows his worth in currency. It's gonna be fun. So
yes. Just a boy.
All right. When was Krypto's first appearance? Silver Age, yeah. When in, so not 1960, that's too far. It was March 1955.
Yes.
Now, fun story, or at least I think it's fun. Originally, and this is one of the books that's collected in this, Super Dog, Krypto there, was supposed to be like a one and done. Oh, here's a dog. But it was Krypto was so popular with the fans, so popular that he appeared a couple dozen more times. Because if you think about it, here was a dog that Superman, he's an alien, he's very isolated. He bonded with the dog. Exactly. Yes. He bonded with the dog. And as we all do with our dogs. And that was something the fans
who rescued who there, right?
Exactly. The fans really resonated too.
Yes.
Next question. Where was Krypto born? Yep. So Krypto's been retconned a couple of times, but he has always been born on Krypton. He's always a Kryptonian dog through and through. In the original version, exactly. Yes, but it would have been awesome if he was born on Pluto. And sometimes sometimes the story is that Krypto was a test subject, and he was on one of the earlier flying saucers, spaceships that Superman's dad sent out. Sometimes he was hanging out in the bottle city of Kandor and decided to come hang with our boy instead.
Or they get the bottle city of Kandor out of the bottle.
But he is now and always has been Kryptonian. And again, it's interesting. So just in the comics, the dogs, they communicate, they've got the thought balloons, but they can't speak. And these dogs are not telepathic. None of the pets are telepathic necessarily.
You just get your own little insight into what they're thinking versus what the humans
As you do.
as you do. You know, kind of like when you project whatever you think your dog's actually thinking while it stares at you.
Now, Krypto most closely resembles what? I'm going to tell you.
A dog.
If there was a super corgi, yes, he resembles a dog. If there was a super corgi, the Queen of England would have it.
Yes. Right there with the other two.
And yeah, the Basset Hounds, superhero Basset Hounds were. There were a
Well,
couple
there
we
was-
were talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. There was one from the Aristocats that was named Napoleon. That was a
Mhm.
super tracker. And, you know, and it's
Yeah.
long been theorized that Droopy the dog might be some kind of Basset Hound. Mostly because he always gets his man. But
Yeah. And Australian Shepherds, they're just a go-to service animal. So
Yeah.
it struck me as being a good way to go.
not from Australia.
But enough about the dog. Let's
Yeah.
talk about the super monkey.
Everybody loves monkeys.
Yeah, not everyone. Not everyone.
No?
Beppo! Beppo the
Beppo.
super monkey, who in his first appearance was called a super pest, not a super pet.
Right.
So all of the other choices, Chico, Harpo, Zeppo, they are
All part of the Marx Brothers. Zeppo being the
Yep.
one most people don't remember.
Gummo
Gummo.
is also one of the Marx Brothers.
Yeah.
And
There's always
all of
actually
these
Streaky.
Marx, yeah. And these Marx Brothers happened to star in a 1931 film called
Monkey Business, ironically enough,
Mhm.
where they were
Yeah,
stowaways on an ocean liner, and hilarity ensued.
Exactly. Not to be confused with the 1952 movie Monkey Business, which had Cary Grant, Ginger Rogers, and Marilyn Monroe. I've seen both movies. They don't involve monkeys exactly. Well, one does, but they're very cute.
The
And I
second one's got
recommend
a
them.
test monkey briefly, but you know,
We're not monkeying around.
you. It's not to make your head ache.
And when was Beppo's first appearance?
He popped up in.
So, again, Beppo
Mhm.
first appeared in October 1959. Who doesn't like apes? His origin story is much like Krypto's. He was one of the test animals. How many did Jor-El send? He apparently snuck away on his own ship. Maybe he stowed away on Little Clark's ship. We don't know. One of the things he would do originally, though, he would hang out with Super Baby.
Mm-hmm.
He would consider himself to be Super Baby's equal,
Right.
cause all sorts of havoc, and poor Ma and Pa Kent would see these things happen and assume that Little Clark was misbehaving, and he would be like, "No, Mom, I'm not," and
It's
super
it's the super monkey. You know, it's the super monkey, Mom. It's not me. It was the super
You
monkey.
know, how many times did you tell your parents it wasn't you, it was the super monkey?
Enough that they didn't believe me either. So, you know, monkey
Mhm.
see, monkey do. It's like
You were just monkeying around.
it was.
In this book, in this age, who was Supergirl's secret identity? In this universe, it's either Linda Lee or Linda Lee Danvers.
Yes.
Now, the Kryptonian name for Supergirl is Kara Zor-El, also known as Linda Lee, Linda Lee Danvers, Kara Kent, Linda Lang, Kara Danvers, and I don't know, Power Girl. She's been retconned
But that's another
a
universe.
lot. Yeah, she's a lot. But I think in most of them, and definitely in this one, in this universe, in the Silver Age, Kara is Clark's full-blooded cousin.
Mhm.
And, you know, they hang out every so often.
And came out of the bottled city of Gandor. And
Exactly.
yes, has all the powers he has.
And for whatever reason, thinks hanging out in an orphanage on Earth is a great place to be.
Well, it explains why she doesn't have parents. So
Ultimately, you know, she's Linda Lee, then she gets adopted by the Danvers.
yes.
But at some point along there, she gets a super cat.
Mhm.
I'm going to be honest with you. A lot of times we pick the alternates and alternatives are super cats, famous creatures, famous people, famous names. All of these cats, Bond, Tucker, Ziggy, these are all my cats. These are all my former cats. With Ziggy being my current super cat, his superpowers include being able to open the door and coming when I call him. So,
yeah.
Streaky had a couple more powers, however.
Because everybody wants to be a cool cat. Or just a cat.
I do love the Streaky though. Sitting there like there's, you know, with my favorite thing where Streaky like knocks off a milk truck and then distributes. He's not as straight laced as the others.
No, you know, he's a cat. He does his own thing. It's what cats do, right?
So Ziggy, he's not Kryptonian. He's a normal Earth cat. Where did he get his powers?
From something radioactive.
So there are like a couple of dozen variations of kryptonite. Green kryptonite is the kryptonite that you're most familiar with, but then there's blue, there's red, there's yellow, there's white, and then there's kryptonite X or X kryptonite.
Yes.
Fun
Not to be
story.
confused with Smilex, which is the Joker's thing, but, you know.
Exactly. So fun story. Linda Lee, she's working in her laboratory at the orphanage. She's doing experiments on green kryptonite, which, you know, could kill her, but, you know, it's for science, so let's have fun.
She blinded him with science.
It doesn't go the way she wants. So she takes this sort of green glowy thing and she throws it away. She throws it in front of the cat, who goes, "Hey,
ooh, look,
it's
laser! It's a bright shiny thing. I want it.
Yeah,
I gotta have it."
Laser pointers had yet to be invented. So yes, the cat goes chasing after the thing.
I went under the sofa. I gotta get it back.
Yeah. And then that is how Streaky got his superpowers.
Radiated.
And again,
strange kryptonite.
both Krypto the super dog and Streaky the super cat, they were variations on Superman and Supergirl's powers. They had and Beppo as well. They had the great vision. They could all fly because, of course.
Super strength, heightened senses.
Exactly. But realize that the dog had better ability to smell than Superman or Supergirl, because, you know, a dog has a better.
He has super olfactory sense.
Exactly. And,
Science.
you know, they all had supervision, super speed, etc. And and Streaky was super smart and, again, had the ability to, you know, knock over milk trucks. And they all had capes because, you know.
Because they're all part of the super family. You know. Exactly. It's not an S, it's a sign of hope.
Supergirl had a super horse named Comet. Now, again, the other
Faster than the speeding bullet. Comet.
exactly. So, Comet has also been retconned a bunch of times.
Mm-hmm.
Depending on the story and the situation, Comet is either a unicorn that lost his horns. Hate when that happens. He's a centaur who didn't lose his horn.
Usually stayed a horse. And
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes Comet is a shapeshifter who can shift into a man. Sometimes that man is dating Supergirl. Sometimes that man is dating someone other than Supergirl. Comet's really uncomplicated, okay?
But we're not going to saddle you with all the backstory.
Yes. He's just gonna ride those bad guns all night long.
Gonna flog it until it's
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But enough of the super family, because other folks had pets.
Yes, including the Bat-Hound, who was named
Ace the Bat-Hound.
Ace.
Now,
Yes.
the other animals in this, they're all dogs.
all
Balto is an actual hero. There is a
Yes.
statue of Balto in Central Park.
In New York,
Mm-hmm.
which commemorates the dog who finished out the sled run to get the serum to the people dying of diphtheria in Nome, Alaska, from Anchorage, Alaska.
Back in the time when diphtheria would kill lots of people, and in some areas, and in some areas it was too, technology was such that they still relied on horses and dog sleds to get things through. Balto saves lives.
Yeah.
I mean, Bat-Hound was nice too, but Balto saves lives, and he was real. And there's a statue, there's an animated movie, there's probably a million children's books.
Mm-hmm. Leica was actually real too. Well, Leica was the first dog to go up in space.
That's true. And Pal was the name of the dog that played
Originally
Lassie.
played Lassie, yes.
And was a girl. No, it was a boy. It was a boy.
Pal was a boy playing Lassie, who
a girl.
was a girl. Pretending to be Oh no, that was Victoria. Sorry. Anyway. And pulling Timmy from the well whenever possible, right?
As we do.
As we do.
When did Ace the Bat-Hound first appear? Or where, rather?
Yes. Which book? I don't know, 50-50. Yeah.
Yes. Ace the Bat-Hound first appeared in Batman comics.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, I'm saying the original because there is, in the Bat family, they currently have a dog named Titus, although Titus is not officially a Bat-Hound. But yes, the original Bat-Hound.
Mm-hmm. Ace.
Came when?
When his owner got kidnapped by some criminals.
Hate when that happens. And so he helped Batman and Batwoman and Robin.
Enlisted his aid and his super senses of, he's a regular dog, but his keen senses to help him find his missing owner. As you do. Mm-hmm.
As you do. That's why you're always good to your dogs and your cats.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And the name of Ace's original owner was? Okay, the name of the original owner was John Wilker, not
Yes.
John Wick. John Wick really loves his dogs, his dogs. Don't mess with John Wilkes' dogs. But yeah, Ace, the super pet, the Superhound, the Bat-Hound, he was originally owned by John Wilker, who was an engraver, right?
Right. And the reason why the criminals kidnapped him is they wanted his help to make counterfeit money plates and, do devious deeds with lots of loose cash, as it were. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like I said, currently Ace the Bat-Hound hasn't been seen in a while, although he does appear in the upcoming movie.
Yes.
Batman, by the way, in the upcoming movie is voiced by Keanu Reeves. Don't mess with his dog. And Ace the Bat-Hound, or Ace, who ultimately becomes the Bat-Hound, is voiced by Kevin Hart. But in addition to currently they have, the Bat family has Titus. There's also the Bat Cow.
Yes.
And I think they've gone bat sheep crazy.
That's a possibility. Yeah.
The final member of the original Super Pets.
Yes. That's no. Yeah. Our pal Brody.
Is Proddy. Now, by the way, Bat Cow in the Batman tradition has no superpowers, but he does have markings of that looks like the bat symbol, the bat logo on his forehead, and that was enough to make him the Bat Cow. I mean, is he hanging out in the Bat Cave? Is Alfred's mucking out the stalls?
I think they make Damien go muck out the stalls whenever Bat Cow gets a little, just try and keep him in line because that kid's unruly. But he also gets to walk Titus.
There you go. By the way, the final member of the original Super Pets is Prody. Okay. Yeah. And Prody was there's Prody and Prody 2. Both of these were alien shapeshifters who hung. Huh?
They're proteans.
I'm sorry, proteans.
Yes.
And while eventually they grew to be considered full-fledged members of the Legion of Superheroes, initially they were just part of the Super Pets, probably because they were so super cute.
Yep.
But yeah.
The original one was part of the Legion of Superheroes pet of Chameleon Boy is because he could shape change because he's a shape-shifting creature. And this was Chameleon Boy.
Exactly.
So, yeah. And then eventually he shapeshifted into a Legion member and became part of the team. In at least one continuity.
Yeah. It's been a minute. By the way, Bats is a ghost dog that hangs out with Doctor Strange. I think he has to stay in the Sanctum Sanctorum. Lockjaw and Ms. Lion are both they're pet Avengers. And I don't
Lockjaw's the one from the Inhumans, and actually it's sometimes a question whether or not he actually is a dog or just looks like a dog. And then Miss Lion is the pets that belong to Spider-Man and his amazing friends.
Yes, Ms. Lion is actually Aunt May's male cat that she names Ms. Lion because why not?
Why not? Well,
And we will talk more about these if and when Todd actually convinces me to do Pet Avengers. Yeah.
You never know. They might show up in an episode of What If down the line, and then Sky's the limit.
And our final question tonight is Todd's favorite of all of the super creatures, Aquaman's pet octopus.
Mm-hmm. Named Topo, which
Topo.
ironically is mouse in Spanish or in Italian. Why you would name an octopus mouse, I don't know, but you know.
So a couple things. Octopuses or octopi, is that how what's the plural of octopus?
Yeah,
there's a lot
octopi.
of stuff that octopuses can actually do. Octopuses can get into child-proof jars. They can open tough to open jars.
Doors,
there's
hatches.
Exactly. They can open things. They actually, the tentacles, they're use the tentacles quite well to do things. Some of these octopi that are most famous, the Kraken, they kill people, they rescue people, they seem to be very intelligent and such. But what Todd loves about Topo the most,
he plays the drums. And actually, if you go back and watch the Aquaman movie with Jason Momoa, there's actually a scene when they're about to do battle between him and the Ocean Master that you actually see an octopus playing drums. And according to director James Wan, that is actually a nod to Topo, the drum-playing octopus of the old Aquaman comics. Yes. Supposedly, you can also sense people when people are lying by wrapping his tentacles around your limbs, feeling your blood pressure.
like a lie detector. If you're So again, to be clear, Bat-Hound and Topo, they're normal Earth creatures. They don't have superpowers.
Yes.
They were never technically part of the super pets because they had no superpowers other than being
just their
great
normal
pets
amazing animal abilities. Yep.
And again, there's other animals out there. I mean, Wonder Woman never had a super pet per se, but apparently on Amazon Island, she raced rabbits.
Yep.
They had these giant rabbits, and she'd race them. And yeah. And then the Green Lanterns. There's been some Green Lanterns that were.
Yeah, at least one of them I think had a cat for a while or a dog, and
Yeah, one of them had the red vomit.
Yeah. No, that was a red one.
Exactly. So illustrations and questions are from and inspired by the Tales of the Super Pets. Normally, this is the part where we talk about the creator and we talk about the artist. But this was a collection from all over the place. So there's tons of guys. There's way too many for us to really adequately go into. But I just want to take a minute. There's Krypto the Super Dog, Streaky the Super Cat, Ace the Bat-Hound. All of which,
Batman Adventure.
Yeah. The Ace and Krypto are in the upcoming movie. Which, according to what we were able to figure out, Lex Luthor is voiced by Mark Maron. Batman is Keanu Reeves. Don't mess with his dog. Aquaman is Jermaine Clement. Green Lantern is Daka Polanco. Cyborg is David Diggs.
Yep.
And Wonder Woman is Jamila Jamil. And they get into trouble, and it's up to the pets to come rescue them.
Yeah.
There's, like we said, there's Krypto and Ace, and then there's the pot-bellied pig PB, who's voiced by Vanessa Bayer. There's the turtle Merton, who's voiced by Natasha Lyonne. There's the squirrel Chip, who's voiced by Diego Luna, and then there's my favorite, the hairless guinea pig Lulu.
Yes.
Who's trying to be Lex Luthor's pet, and by doing that, to be the most evil of them all.
Yeah. Voiced by the great Kate McKinnon. And of course, so the Super Dog, voiced by Dwayne Johnson himself.
Exactly. Yes. Apparently Dwayne Johnson and Kevin Hart are like friends in real life.
Oh yeah, they've done like
And I
half a
think
dozen
that kind of
movies.
shows.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, next week we're going to do Sandman, and then after
gonna
that we're probably
total
going to do
opposite of the spectrum.
yeah,
Cute and funny
a
animals.
little bit different.
Really dark tale.
Not so dark though. It depends on which one, but it's definitely a mature thing. The most frustrating thing about Tales of the Super Pets is it's, you know, it doesn't have a cohesive through line, so it makes it a little bit of a thing, but it's fun and it's funny.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes because it wasn't intended to be, and sometimes it is, you know.
Definitely leaning heavy into that kind of camp era of the 50s and 60s. That was what made this overage so interesting. So,
but anyway, next week we're doing Sandman, completely different. There's going to be a Sandman series on Netflix. Neil Gaiman, you know, really solid.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, after that, I think we're gonna do Paper Girls. And then after that, we're kind of gonna look and see. But upcoming, we're gonna be doing Black Adam. I think we're probably gonna do the Shuri is Black Panther and Honor of Wakanda Forever. Probably gonna revisit some more Hulk. Lots of stuff on the horizon.
Maybe we'll even, tempt the Dr. Fates.
And hey, JJ is the winner.
JJ.
Good job, you.
Although Harold did pretty well tonight, so that's good. Look at him.
Good job, Harold. Tom also did solidly.
Yeah.
And hey, Mary, thanks for being part of our crew. Thanks for coming tonight. Send us emails, follow, this, that, the other. Refer friends. We are going to try to be doing some more live shows. I think we're going to try to come to Baltimore Comic-Con again. We might try to do New York Comic-Con.
Right.
That's
what they say. Yeah. Meanwhile, be a good animal lover and tweet us.
Be kind to your... Okay. Never mind. Hey. Have a good night. Thanks.
You too. Bye.